I mean, Kevin Brock,
Yeah.
a former Assistant Director of Intelligence for the FBI and the Principal Deputy Director for the National Counterterrorism Centre, I read last night, has argued that, quote, a strategy based on lies can never be justified. I wonder if the jury's likely to agree with that, Peggy?
Well, I just laid out the stats on the jury. I don't think that's going to happen. And really, the American people deserve much better. This was a lie from the very beginning. The FBI themselves now are showing that they knew it. And the money, the time, the diversion from America's real problems that was spent, this is a crime of huge proportions, and it deserves to be punished and followed up to the highest level. I just don't have a lot of confidence that's going to happen.
Just on the abortion debate that we talked about last week, where is this abortion debate, given that Oklahoma's legislature has passed a ban on abortion at any stage of pregnancy, and the Republican governor, Kevin Stitt, there said they would be the toughest abortion laws in America. Now, the bill passed the state's House of Representatives 73-16. Vice President Kamala Harris said it was the latest in a series of blatant attacks on women by extremist legislature. If Republican states, Peggy, around the country are laying the groundwork to ban or heavily restrict abortion if the US Supreme Court decides to overturn Roe v. Wade, how big will this issue be in the November midterm elections?
Well, I don't think it'll be as big of an issue as the left thinks that it will be, because they really are the outliers in this. And even if Oklahoma bans abortions altogether, there's 49 other states that a woman can go to. And really, science and the advancements in things like wide access to contraception are against the radical left on this issue. When imaging and technology shows now that even in early pregnancy, a pregnant woman is not just carrying a clump of cells, really the radical left is becoming the outlier on this. The American people know what this bill is and what it is not. And the far left saying that we should be able to have rights to abortions up to and even following the time of birth, that is way outside the mainstream of the American thought.
Last week, we spoke about the bill to approve $40 billion in an aid package for Ukraine. The US Congress has now approved the weapons and the aid package. $6 billion for Ukraine to enhance its armoured vehicle inventory and air defence systems. Now, the Senate voted 86-11 after Rand Paul briefly held up the vote, voicing alarm about the costs. How have the Americans viewed this?
Well, the American people are really frustrated and concerned about this. We elect our representatives to go to Congress and represent us. And yes, we should be helping Ukraine, but there are real problems here. And the American people are concerned about a wide open southern border, about not being able to get baby formula to feed their babies, about gas prices and food prices. And so, yes, we should be advocating to prevent and helping all we can to prevent the senseless slaughter of Ukrainians. We should be standing in resolve with our allies to bolster against Russia. We should send a warning shot to China that they should not try this with Taiwan. But also the American people are really concerned about what's happening here at home. And if they can't do both, they need to address these very pressing, very dangerous, urgent issues right here at home right now.
Good on you, Peggy. Great to talk to you. Wonderful, wonderful insights. Always wonderful to hear from you.
Alan.
See you next week, eh? There she is. What an extraordinary voice, isn't she, of authority about the issues in America. Peggy Grande, who, of course, worked, as we've told you many times, for the former President Ronald Reagan. Peggy Grande in America.